The debate between alpha males and sigma males has exploded in recent years, especially in online spaces where masculinity, dominance, and individuality are endlessly discussed. On one side, you have the sigma male, the lone wolf archetype who refuses to play by society's rules, walking his own path with an aura of mystery and detachment. He's often painted as the man who doesn't need the crowd, doesn't bow to authority, and thrives in solitude. His quiet nature and unpredictable behavior make him seem almost untouchable, someone who doesn't compete, yet somehow commands attention by simply existing. But here's the side of the story most people overlook: mystery alone doesn't build empires. Independence without influence rarely creates legacy. And when it comes to shaping the world around them, the alpha male almost always holds the stronger position. While sigmas may stand apart, alphas stand above. They are not content with being silent observers. They are the men who step into the spotlight, seize control of the room, and inspire others to follow. Think about the environments where human progress, competition, and survival really play out: business, politics, sports, war, community leadership. In every one of these arenas, it's the alpha who naturally rises to the top. Not because he's the smartest, not because he's the most mysterious, but because he embodies energy, decisiveness, and visible dominance, the qualities people instinctively trust when choosing a leader. Where sigma males often withdraw, alphas engage. Where sigmas keep their thoughts locked inside, alphas broadcast their vision with conviction. And where sigmas may find comfort in isolation, alphas thrive in the fire of competition and collective energy. This isn't to say that sigma males have no power. Their independence, discipline, and ability to stay detached from the noise of society are undeniably rare. But when measured in terms of impact, influence, and the ability to lead real change, alpha males simply play the game of life on a different level. They know how to rally people, dominate environments, and build structures of power that last. So while the sigma might intrigue us with his silence, the alpha wins our trust with his action. The sigma may inspire curiosity, but the alpha inspires loyalty. And that's the critical difference. Today, we're diving deep into this comparison, laying out 8 powerful ways alpha males are better than sigma males, not from a place of shallow cliches, but with real psychological, social, and practical insight. By the end, you'll see why, in the grand scheme of things, the alpha male often lives the harder, more demanding, but ultimately more impactful life. Number 1. Leadership comes naturally. Leadership is not just a role, it's an energy, a presence, and a quality that certain men embody without even trying. Alpha males are the prime example of this. They don't have to beg for authority or try to prove their worth through mysterious silence. Instead, their natural confidence, decisiveness, and ability to take responsibility immediately set them apart as leaders. Imagine a crisis at work, a heated argument among friends, or even a chaotic moment in a social setting. The sigma male, true to his nature, will likely observe from the sidelines, analyzing, keeping his thoughts to himself, and waiting for the dust to settle. He values independence and avoids unnecessary entanglements, so his instinct is to step back. But the alpha reacts differently. He steps forward. Without hesitation, he takes control of the situation, provides direction, and gives people a sense of certainty when everything feels uncertain. This is why people instinctively look to the alpha for guidance. His energy commands attention, his voice cuts through noise, and his actions create order. Leadership, for him, is not about controlling others but about embodying a force of stability and vision that people naturally want to follow. Alphas are often the ones making tough decisions others shy away from. In business, they're the CEOs, managers, and founders who can rally a team toward a shared goal. In friendships, they're the ones who organize, mediate, and give direction when the group is split. In relationships, they bring clarity by setting strong boundaries and leading with purpose. The alpha understands that life is a battlefield, and without leadership, chaos wins. Sigmas, while admirable in their independence, don't seek out these leadership roles. Their avoidance of the spotlight often means they miss opportunities to influence at scale. People might respect the sigma for his mysterious aura or unique mindset, but respect is not the same as action. People respect the sigma, they follow the alpha. And in a world where influence matters, being followed, trusted, and relied upon gives the alpha a tremendous advantage. This is why, throughout history, leaders who've shaped nations, companies, and movements are overwhelmingly alpha personalities. They don't just exist, they command, they direct, and they make others believe in something greater. Leadership comes naturally to them, while sigmas prefer to walk alone. And though solitude has its strength, history is written by those who lead, not those who stand in the shadows. Number 2. Unmatched social influence. In the game of human interaction, influence is everything. It determines who gets heard, who gets remembered, and who shapes the direction of society. And when it comes to influence, alpha males dominate the field in a way sigma males rarely do. The sigma thrives in isolation. He is the archetype of the lone wolf, content with his own company, moving through life on his own terms, unaffected by the opinions of others. This independence is powerful on a personal level, but it comes with a cost, a lack of widespread influence. Sigmas don't actively seek to expand their social circles or build alliances. They value freedom too much to attach themselves to groups. While this detachment can protect their individuality, it limits their ability to inspire collective change. Alphas, however, thrive in the spotlight. They don't just enjoy social interaction, they master it. Their charisma, confidence, and commanding presence make them magnets for attention. Walk into any social gathering, and the alpha is the one people naturally gravitate toward. He tells the stories, initiates the conversations, and sets the tone for the entire group. His energy is contagious, and people want to be around him because he makes them feel alive, connected, and part of something bigger. This ability to draw people in gives the alpha unmatched social leverage. He can build alliances in business, gather support in politics, and create strong networks of friends and allies in everyday life. He understands the value of influence and uses it to open doors that the sigma, with his isolated mindset, often ignores. Think of some of history's greatest influencers, figures like Winston Churchill, Martin Luther King Jr., or Steve Jobs. These men were not silent observers. They were alphas who used their charisma and voice to inspire masses, rally movements, and change the course of history. Their words ignited energy, their presence demanded attention, and their ability to connect with others gave them influence far beyond their personal lives. On a smaller scale, even in everyday environments, this difference is obvious. In the workplace, it's the alpha who knows how to network his way up the ladder, earning allies and recognition. In relationships, he knows how to command attraction through presence and communication. In friendships, he's the one people rely on to keep the group dynamic alive. While the sigma male might find power in his independence, the alpha male harnesses power through influence. And in the modern world, influence often outweighs independence. Influence creates opportunities, expands possibilities, and builds legacies. The sigma may be respected from a distance, but the alpha is remembered, celebrated, and followed in life. This is why, when measuring true impact, the alpha's ability to dominate socially puts him on a higher level. Influence is power, and here, the alpha male is undeniably the stronger force. Number 3. Confidence that commands respect. Confidence is one of the most powerful traits an alpha male possesses, and it's something that sets him apart immediately in any setting. Unlike the sigma, who often holds back and lets his silence do the talking, the alpha makes his presence felt through boldness and assurance. People don't have to guess what an alpha is thinking. His words, body language, and actions all exude certainty. This confidence doesn't just make him stand out, it opens doors. In professional environments, alphas are often the ones who volunteer to take on new projects, speak up in meetings, or negotiate deals. Their bold nature signals to others that they can handle responsibility, and because of this, they frequently attract opportunities. Sigmas, by contrast, may miss out on these same chances simply because they prefer to remain in the background, quietly observing rather than actively engaging. Confidence also plays a crucial role in relationships and social interactions. While a sigma's reserved demeanor can sometimes be mistaken for disinterest or arrogance, an alpha's confidence is magnetic. It draws people in, makes them feel secure, and inspires trust. People naturally want to align with someone who seems unshakable, and the alpha delivers that energy consistently. This ability to command respect without demanding it is a clear edge the alpha male has over the sigma. Number 4. Thrives in competition. Competition is the arena where alphas truly shine. They are wired for challenge, constantly seeking ways to prove themselves, grow stronger, and come out on top. To an alpha, life is a battlefield, and every challenge, whether in career, sports, or personal pursuits, is an opportunity to win. Their competitive spirit isn't fueled only by ego, but by a deep desire to improve and test their own limits. Sigmas, on the other hand, tend to step back when competition arises. Their philosophy is often rooted in avoiding unnecessary conflict and focusing on personal goals away from the crowd. While this independence has its merits, it also means sigmas miss out on the growth and recognition that comes from competing head-to-head. They may watch from the sidelines, but alphas are the ones playing the game and winning it. In careers, this competitive drive pushes alphas to climb the corporate ladder, build empires, or dominate industries. In sports, it fuels their determination to train harder, perform better, and outlast their rivals. Even in social settings, alphas see competition as an opportunity to prove themselves, whether it's being the most engaging speaker at a gathering or the most reliable friend in times of crisis. This hunger for victory doesn't just benefit the alpha, it motivates those around him. His team members, colleagues, and even friends are inspired by his drive, often pushing themselves harder because they don't want to fall behind. The alpha thrives on this energy exchange, creating a cycle of growth and achievement. Meanwhile, sigmas may avoid such dynamics altogether, choosing instead to walk their own solitary path. Simply put, the alpha embraces the fight, while the sigma sidesteps it. And in a world where advancement often comes to those who are willing to compete, the alpha male naturally rises faster and further. Number 5. Clear communication skills. One of the most powerful advantages alpha males hold over sigmas is their mastery of communication. Words are tools, and alphas know how to wield them with precision. They speak with clarity, confidence, and conviction, ensuring their message resonates with whoever is listening. Whether they're addressing a boardroom, rallying a sports team, or simply holding a conversation in a social setting, alphas know how to inspire action through their words. This skill gives them an undeniable edge in life. For instance, in leadership, communication is everything. A leader who can't clearly articulate a vision will struggle to gain followers, no matter how intelligent or capable he may be. Sigmas often fall into this trap. Because they prefer introspection and silence, they sometimes keep their thoughts locked away, failing to share their insights with others. While their ideas may be brilliant, if those ideas aren't communicated effectively, they often go unnoticed. Alphas, by contrast, make sure their voices are heard. They know how to command attention in a crowded room, how to frame arguments persuasively, and how to simplify complex concepts so that everyone understands. This makes them natural motivators. People want to act after hearing an alpha speak. Whether it's inspiring a team to push through challenges, convincing a partner of their vision, or winning an argument through logic and passion, the alpha's ability to express himself clearly is unmatched. This communication extends into relationships as well. While sigmas might struggle with appearing emotionally distant or hard to read, alphas thrive in expressing their feelings openly. They make others feel seen, heard, and understood. This emotional accessibility builds stronger bonds and deep trust, qualities that often elevate the alpha above the sigma in human connection. In short, where the sigma risks being misunderstood due to his silence, the alpha commands clarity and ensures that his intentions, values, and goals are never in question. Number 6. Protectors of the tribe. Another key distinction between alpha and sigma males lies in their sense of responsibility toward others. Alphas are driven by an instinct to protect, provide, and ensure the well-being of their tribe, whether that tribe is their family, team, community, or society at large. They don't just look out for themselves, they extend their strength outward, taking on the role of guardian and shield. This protector instinct makes the alpha a cornerstone figure in every group he belongs to. In times of crisis, people look to him for safety. In relationships, partners often feel secure knowing that the alpha is both willing and capable of defending them, physically, emotionally, and even socially. This doesn't mean alphas are reckless fighters, but rather that they embrace responsibility. They see it as their duty to step up when others hesitate. Sigmas, on the other hand, tend to adopt a lone wolf mindset. They focus primarily on self-preservation, guarding their independence and personal space above all else. While this approach gives them strength in solitude, it often makes them appear detached from the collective struggles of those around them. A sigma will protect himself fiercely, but when it comes to extending that protection to a wider circle, he may not feel the same calling as the alpha. History itself illustrates the difference. Leaders, warriors, and pioneers who shaped civilizations often carried strong alpha traits. They weren't only concerned about themselves, they were driven to protect and elevate their people. From warriors defending their tribes in battle to modern leaders standing up for their nations, the alpha's protective instinct has been a defining force in human progress. Even in modern life, this instinct shines. Alphas step into roles like first responders, community leaders, or heads of households. Their desire to provide stability and safety makes them reliable pillars in both personal and professional environments. Sigmas, while strong in their independence, don't always take on that same level of responsibility for others. This distinction is vital. While a sigma may walk alone and guard only his path, the alpha stands as a shield for many. And in a world that values security, loyalty, and protection, this makes the alpha not just respected, but indispensable. Number 7. Fearless in action. One of the most defining differences between alphas and sigmas lies in how they approach action. Sigmas are observers and strategists. They calculate risks, weigh outcomes, and often prefer to move only when they feel absolutely certain of success. This cautious nature can protect them from unnecessary failure, but it also holds them back from seizing opportunities in the moment. Alphas, however, live by a different code. They understand that fortune favors the bold. Fearless and decisive, they move forward when others hesitate. To them, action, even if imperfect, is far more valuable than endless contemplation. This willingness to step into the unknown often makes them the first to break barriers, pioneer new ideas, or conquer challenges that leave others stuck in analysis paralysis. Consider this: in business, while a Sigma may spend months studying the perfect strategy, an Alpha will launch, adapt, and refine along the way. In relationships, while a Sigma might silently observe from the sidelines, the Alpha approaches with confidence, making his interest clear and setting the pace. In social leadership, the Alpha doesn't wait for consensus, he takes the initiative, creating momentum that others naturally rally behind. This fearless approach also inspires those around him. People admire leaders who aren't afraid to act, because action represents courage. Courage creates trust, and trust builds loyalty. When others see the Alpha taking risks and charging forward, it gives them permission to follow, to dream bigger, and to step outside their own fears. Of course, this doesn't mean the Alpha never fails. But unlike the Sigma, who often avoids risk altogether, the Alpha embraces failure as part of the process. He understands that every setback carries a lesson, and every risk taken builds resilience. It is this relentless forward motion that propels Alphas into positions of influence and achievement, while Sigmas may remain in the shadows, brilliant but overlooked. In the end, action defines legacy, and it is here that Alphas stand unrivaled. Number 8. Magnetic presence. If there is one trait that truly sets the Alpha apart in any setting, it is his undeniable presence. Alphas don't just walk into a room, they shift the energy of the room itself. Their confidence, body language, and aura command attention without them needing to say a word. People turn their heads, conversations pause, and an unspoken acknowledgement fills the space: the Alpha has arrived. This magnetic presence stems from several layers of traits working together: confidence, charisma, self-assured posture, and the ability to project energy outward. While Sigmas may carry a quiet mystery that intrigues people, their presence is subtle, almost hidden in the background. Alphas, on the other hand, shine with such intensity that they cannot be ignored. They create impressions that last long after they leave. Psychologically, this magnetic aura works because humans are naturally drawn to leaders. People crave certainty, and the Alpha's presence radiates certainty in abundance. Whether it's the way he makes eye contact, the way he carries himself with relaxed authority, or the tone of his voice, everything about the Alpha communicates dominance without aggression, power without insecurity. This presence also extends to influence. In groups, the Alpha doesn't need to beg for attention. People naturally defer to him, look to him for guidance, or even subconsciously imitate his behavior. In relationships, this presence creates attraction on a deep, primal level. Partners feel safe, inspired, and captivated by his aura. Even rivals find themselves respecting, or at least acknowledging, the Alpha's dominance. Sigmas, of course, also attract attention, but in a quieter, subtler way. Their mysterious aura intrigues people, but it doesn't command in the same way. A Sigma might leave someone curious, while an Alpha leaves them in awe. A Sigma might be remembered as the interesting quiet one, but an Alpha is remembered as the man who owned the room. This magnetic presence is one of the key reasons Alphas often rise faster in leadership, social circles, and relationships. People don't just hear them or see them, they feel them. And in a world where presence often equals power, this is a weapon no Sigma can match in scale or impact. Final thoughts. While Sigmas have their strengths, there's no denying that Alpha males shine brighter in leadership, influence, and presence. They thrive in the spotlight, inspire loyalty, and move with fearless confidence that others can't ignore. What do you think? Do you believe Alpha males truly stand above Sigmas, or do Sigmas hold power in their own way? Share your thoughts, I'd love to hear your perspective.